Welcome to another edition of Web Chats. I'm Sabrina Storm. Joining me in studio today is Oxford County Warden David Mayberry. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let's talk about the zero poverty commitment that the county is being asked to agree to.
Okay, well, at the end of September, Operation Sharing put on a kind of a 2-day program to encourage the county to look at zero poverty and the poverty situation in Oxford. And we know that about 10% of the people, a little less, but about 10% of the people are struggling to kind of make ends meet. And in a county that's as prosperous as Oxford, that's probably not a good thing. We should be able to do better. So the county met with a group of people from across the county, across a number of the service providers, and they decided that they would see if they could put together a plan to reduce poverty in Oxford, and that's everything from housing to transportation needs to reasonable employment. We know about 4% of the people in Oxford that are working actually aren't making enough money working to be able to pay their bills. So what can we do around some of those issues? And so tomorrow or tonight at County Council, a declaration of aiming for zero poverty in Oxford will be brought to Council, and I'm quite hopeful that Council will accept that as a challenge and see where we can go. The county's prepared to put in staff from Public Health, from the Planning Department, from Human Services and the CAO's office to work with the community group to establish a kind of a holistic plan for poverty reduction in Oxford.
Okay. So from poverty, let's talk about waste. We'll switch gears here. There's a zero waste event that is coming up. Let's break it down for us.
Okay. On Thursday evening this week, the 23rd, at Quality Inn in Woodstock, the Zero Waste Group is hosting an event to help people figure out how to hold events where they produce zero waste, and the county's commitment to try and reduce our waste significantly over the next few years, so that the landfill at Salford will be our last landfill, and that we won't actually need another landfill in 20, 30, or even 50 years. So I think people, it's a public event, 7 till 9 in the evening. People are welcome to come out and learn what they can do to reduce their waste, especially around events that they're holding in the community, whether it be a church event or a school event or whatever. We want to encourage people to produce less waste.
OPAL Alliance, I know, has presented formal delegation to Council. Let's talk about their involvement in events such as this.
Well, OPAL is one of the partners in this project, along with Transition to Less Waste. The Woodstock Environmental Alliance is also part of it. All those groups are working together and supporting the county in their drive for zero waste. At Council tonight, the OPAL group will be bringing a further motion forward, asking the county to consider organizing or at least pressing the government to make sure that every host of a landfill would be a willing host. And so there's some challenges to that, but we'll be looking forward to the discussion tonight.
All right, and let's celebrate. We had a Youth Robotics Challenge in Oxford County just recently, and this is really an opportunity to celebrate our youth in the community.
Mm-hmm. I was able to attend that event. There was 19 schools from across the region, some from outside of Oxford. It was a great event. I'm very proud that Oxford County Council supports that event with a financial gift. It was unique and an incredibly interesting event. I think everyone from the county should actually go to see it. Each of the schools was given the same task. They had to separate 6 different objects into 6 different compartments, and the group was given. Each of the schools were given the same kit, and so you would think that, well, if you have to do the same job with the same kit, they'd come up to very similar. The interesting part was that none of them were the same. They were all very unique, and it showed the teamwork and the innovative thinking that each group had brought, that they came up with 19 different solutions to one simple problem. And they sort of say that needs to be celebrated, that the youth of the community are thinking differently. They have lots of ideas, they have lots of enthusiasm, and it was a great event, and I was very proud to be part of it.
Taking top prize was Algonquin Public School, so congratulations
right
to them.
In the city of Woodstock. So that was great too.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Glad to be here.
Warden David Mayberry. I'm Sabrina Storm. We'll see you next time for Web Chats.